All right. Welcome to the show. Hey, guys. Let's go. So, fundamental idea that we're going to talk about. That. Okay, anyways. Fundamental idea that we're going to talk about right now is that laws. Rephrase that already. Human laws. Not equal reality. Why do human laws not equal morality? Well, of course, because humans are not perfect. So if humans are not perfect, well, they gonna fuck up, right? So if humans mess up, how can they be arbiters of justice? Tough question. And it happens though, justice happens. Justice is real. Real. So sometimes we get it right, sometimes we get it wrong. So how do we know if there is a true way to behave? Well, it's not through human laws. That is through. I'm gonna use a big word here for y'all. Oh no. I'm gonna get some people scared. God's law. They don't know what this means. What does this mean? Some dude on a cloud? Up here? Some stick dude? Being like, yeah. My house. And he's got the archetypal beard. Yeah. He's got his. This my house. This my house. So we got God up there chilling, but that's not actually God. That's a human version of God. God is, in this case, going to be defined as all reality objective truth justice good. Notice the extra G we put in there. God. I mean good. All reality, objective truth. Can we know this? Justice and good, can we know this? So leave this one out. Leave this one out. All reality and all was before. So if there was a before reality, it would consequently God would be that. But for our definition, for our purposes, we need a qualifier for, call this universal or universe, right? This is then universal law. Same thing, same exact definition here. God's law, universal law. Okay, so law of the universe. The law of the universe is similar, not always the same. Not always the same. I can't even read any of this at this point. This my house. So basically what we got here is duality between human laws and God's law or morality, which are actually the same. Can be the same because they are the same. Because if we act in accordance with God's universal law, we're acting in accordance with universal law, then we are moral. And if we are acting in accordance with God's law, we are sometimes, in the right circumstances, especially in good or just countries and areas of the world, there'll be more correlation between these two. These will be more similar. The relationship between human laws and God's law will be stronger, more tangible, more real. So what is that relationship? What is the difference, the qualifying factors that make a country or a place in the world more similar between God's law and humans' laws? Well, it's science. It's reason and evidence. Okay. So let's say you go into a store. Policy infraction. Derp. Policy infraction. Science. Still throw in fundamental justice. I always want to skip. There we go. That was a tough one right now, justice. So we got science, legal proof, fundamental justice as three main ingredients of the relationship between human law and God's law. So policy infraction could actually show us that there is a moral corruption or a moral infraction or a universal law infraction. And this is constitutional. So on this side, it's, we got the Constitution. And that's where, of course, humans are supposing God's law, but that's where we all throw our ideas together and say, okay, this is the best we can come up with as far as what is God's law, what is reasonable, And then in Canada, our government says, "Oh, here's the Constitution. We'll break the Constitution as far as what's like reasonable in a fair and democratic society, free and democratic society." So they use those two again, which, freedom and democracy, limitlessness and limitedness are in this way related actually through science and legal proof and fundamental justice. And fundamental justice is essentially, it's very much tied to Constitution. Like if somebody steals your bike, that's a fundamental injustice. That is a true criminal act. That is the deprivation of one's property by another. And that's fundamentally wrong. And we know that in our heart. There's nothing about this that isn't outside of ourselves, actually, each and every one of us. It's all profoundly inside of ourselves. This truth of what is law supposed to be? How are we supposed to behave? So, stealing someone's bike might incur a bigger fine. Say, entering into a store and smoking a cigarette where it's clearly a public enclosed facility. We now know because of science that that's unconstitutional. You're inflicting a hazard on unwilling participants, and that's not cool. You can't go into a store and smoke a cigarette because you're endangering whoever's in that store. And they could be elderly, there could be infants. Of course, we used to smoke in all these places. It's kind of crazy to think about that. Was it constitutionally right? At the time, no, it was still not constitutionally right. Was the policy in line with smoking in stores? Wrong. Then, yeah, you could smoke in public places like stores. So the policy was wrong. Even though it was legally right to smoke in the store, it was constitutionally and morally and scientifically wrong. So it took us a while to figure that out. It took us a while to understand that, oh, look, the science says cigarettes are killing you, giving you cancer. And then we went, oh, okay, well, we should probably not allow people to smoke in stores. And then we all thought, oh, yeah, that makes sense. So look at the science. And we all thought the same thing after that because we decided, okay, it's good not to smoke in stores. So that's a beautiful thing, actually. It's a brilliant thing. That's part of social change, and it's remarkable. And then we made the world better. And then... So yeah, that's my short little lecture, I guess, on Dismahus and basically policy infractions versus constitutional law and why human laws are not God's laws. And I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for your time. Have a great day. Cheers, bud.